All right, traders. So this is to watch this video for Tuesday, February 26th. The SPY gapped up today. The whole market was gapping up on a Monday when a bunch of people have spent the whole weekend thinking about trading on Monday and looking at a bunch of charts that look great over the weekend, and then the overall market and most of the stocks gap up. It's not the best environment. Usually you get a kind of a trickle down all day, and that's kind of what happened today. We still waited out a couple of really nice calls. I actually want to give Andy a big shout out here because this is just a quiet call. This wasn't even on my watch list or anything. Andy puts in the chat room, AMRN over 1950, high of day just above. We always look for stacked catalysts, right? There's the resistance. There's the 950 break. There was a seller at 950. We still had the possible high of day break above to act as another catalyst. And look what happens after it breaks 950 and then breaks the high of day. Should be selling into that. And I don't have all of yesterday's candles on here, but yesterday, meaning Friday, was a huge move. So it just made sense to have this on watch. And I tip my cap. That's just such a quiet, great heads up by Andy. And I think Andy's probably on most of the people in our chat room's hot list so they can see his posts and get an audible alert when he posts something. Anyway, I had to do that because I just thought that was such a neat little call. It was something I wasn't even watching. I'm going to slide this over because I was having an okay day, and then PLAG had this earlier high up here, I don't know, 430 something, maybe close to 440, and then put in this lower high at 420, pulled back, and then President Trump tweeted something about positive news with China. We were in the final hour of the day, so this was really going to look good on the daily. It was a low floater. Other Chinese stocks were moving. You can see I typed out the idea, rang the bell for people to see it, and for those of you that weren't in chat, you know what mic on, mic off means. It means I turned on my mic and gave everybody all three of those reasons why I like this through 420, and it ended up going to almost 5, and I had a nice little trade on that. Got a lot of thank yous for that, so a lot of you got that, so that was pretty nice. What are we watching for Tuesday? BLNK had a really nice move here from, I don't know, about 214 all the way through 4, basically doubled in about a week. And now you've got 3 red days in a row on declining volume. The electric vehicle space is pretty hot, and BLNK does charging stations, so that one's interesting for a possible turn back up tomorrow. KNDI feels a little soon because you had the big gap up, and so this has run all the way from 6 to, over 9. But we do have a couple red days, declining volume. I still think this needs to come in farther, but I'm going to watch it tomorrow. SPN had the earnings gap here and a few days lower. Remember, I like afternoon breaks when I'm watching something like this. Let me switch to 15-minute candles. So there's the day of the breakout. Then the very next day never broke its early high. The next day never broke its 30-minute high. Same for the next day and same for today. So I'm just going to keep watching it until I get an afternoon breakout. Assuming it doesn't completely round trip. It's still kind of holding that gap, so that one's interesting. ZSAN, it turned up today nicely and closed well off its highs. I was kind of hoping it would close to its highs, but had a couple calls in this one today. One was an opening range breakout right there. I don't know. I made 50 bucks on it because it came right back to my entry and I'm back out. You guys know how I trade. And then I called it back over the mic as it started to curl up. I said, this could be a Tokyo-style trade right around 470. And anyone that took that, it went up over $1 from there. I didn't take it. I was kind of rattled because it broke the high earlier and went right back into the range. So I sidestepped it. Again, I had a really nice day, but that hurts a little bit not taking it. Anyway, definitely want to watch that tomorrow. The big pop, then a red day on lower volume, and it's trying to work its way back up. You could kind of call that a loosely based flag, right? Well, let's look at it on 15s. Yeah, it's kind of sloppy, but we'll watch it. It's been a hot stock lately. PYX came up today and hit 27.48. The most recent high was 2 sessions ago, 27.49, 27.50. So over 27.50, this one might squeeze again. This has been a strong stock. Has to go on watch tomorrow. CIFS. Closing well off its highs, but even farther off of its lows. So a solid close, almost 62 million shares traded today, and a fairly strong close. So we're just going to keep watching that one tomorrow. Same with Craig, and these are CIFS, Craig, Chinese play, right? Both of them, just the news coming out of the tariff talks sounds positive. Anything can happen, but as a trader, we're going to watch some of these Chinese plays for follow-through. So that's CIFS, CREG, and PLAG I already talked about. I definitely want to watch this one too. This had this monster squeeze back here all the way over 11, coming out of a nice base today and decent volume, so it should catch some attention. Closing well off its highs. I love the fact that it topped out real close to 5. My best sell on that, as you guys know I sell in parts, was 482. So I almost caught the top on one of my sells. I sell in parts, but still, definitely worth watching tomorrow if the Chinese stocks get moving again. NIO, nice strong close. After the gap up, the sell-off, it ended up closing all the way back near its highs. Got to watch that one. And then VERI, nice volume today, kind of a nice break out of a range. We'll see if we get some kind of red to green or something like that. Tomorrow we're going to add some gappers to this list as well. Hey, I'm going to put a link down below in the YouTube description or on the webpage, however you're viewing this video, to register for this. This is our free webinar. We haven't done a free webinar in a long time. We're not selling anything. We are just going to be teaching how we buy pullbacks on. Remember, I'm a day trader, so it's how I buy pullbacks on strong stocks on an intraday basis. It used to be if something was just ripping, I would write it off and say, well, I missed it. I put together a really nice strategy to get long on these things on pullbacks, and I'm going to give you all the details on Thursday. Wayne's going to give you his spin on it too, and it should be good stuff. Again, we're just trying to teach people that, hey, you don't have to chase. We can show you really, really intelligent places to bid on pullbacks. So I'm hoping it'll be very informative, and that's Thursday night at 7. Again, look in the link below this video, or if you're subscribed to my emails, the link to register will be there as well. All right? I'm looking forward to that. And we'll add some gappers to this list that I just gave you to watch tomorrow, and looking forward to trading tomorrow. All right, see y'all later.